Team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. And he will house it.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And, David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Handoff to the single running back. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got a little space.
The return runs down to the 30, and the offense will take over 1st and 10.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Under fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to pass, it's Collier. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Hold and fire complete. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Graham. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Booker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Collier. They're setting up the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got him. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Booker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Collier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead is now back down to 9.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Found the spot in the defense. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Hard running there. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Collier. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Booker. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Tosses it incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The lone back's got it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Now they'll try the right side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. With the catch, it's Graham. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for space. It's Spence. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Booker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got a man. It's Booker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Collier. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle, it's Booker. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. That gets them back to within 10. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain, and his his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To the air, it's Collier. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Brings up second and goal.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Schultz. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Collier. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll try to pop the draw. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They bring the punter onto the field now. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes it on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They make make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the move. Looking for room at the 25. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he makes the extra point.
The extra point is good.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Rides the back on the option to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. It'll be a draw. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
They try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
To the air, it's Collier. Makes the grab, it's Booker. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Gain of 2. Third down coming up.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air.
Mark at the 36. Brings up third down.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The defense elects not to replay the down, brings up fourth down. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking to pass. It's Collier. Makes the grab. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Landry. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Collier. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Trying play action. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Freeman. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now they'll run it to the right here. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Takes it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Got it in the middle, it's Booker. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Second down coming up. The play action fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They booted away on fourth down. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes one man miss. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try the run. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking for a man, it's Collier. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
2nd down, he'll throw it. This one's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not.
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
PAT unit on the field. bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Hand off from the shotgun. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Dropping back, it's Collier. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Collier. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds us back in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Collier. Rushes on him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires it incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Here's a heat. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease, it's Spence. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here we go, final play of the game right here. To throw, it's Collier. Under fire. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.